Can you make that promise?
It's gonna be
Because
okay. All right, Theory
I
check.
actually just had an eyeball pop out of its socket.
Wait, why is Theory back? Oh my
But now
god.
now the teams aren't balanced anymore. Why did we start the
Oh. Ah! What about balance?
Okay, this is
Hey, yo,
absurd.
just go. Just we're casting this shit. We're just casting this.
I mean,
This is go.
casting this
This is
stuff.
go.
The active game was not found. Ugh.
That's fine. Nope. Freedom beeswax.
Ah! My head! My head! Okay. Stop. No!
It doesn't matter. We have a million billion people who want to play right now, dude.
Okay. I'm going to calm down. Start the game before I
No balance.
jump
Just
out of the window of this apartment. Okay. I'm going
all right.
to calmly recollect my thoughts. I'm
Active
going
game
to
not
look
found.
this active game bug in the face and just stare it down. I'm going to join the Reddit chat and just check if Got Milk is still in here. Because if it is, this is just the dumbest client. It looks like Got Milk is finally offline. Good thing I have this Smurf.
Yeah, good thing.
For those who aren't tuned in, this is my calming voice, by the way. Tuned in, stream is live.
You sound so calm, dude. I'm gonna go start some hot water so I can drink some green tea while this goes.
Nice. I'm drinking some, not green tea, I'm drinking that processed tea. Anyway, whatever.
Wait, processed tea?
You know, like not green tea, but just kind of like the very sweet, like iced tea type stuff.
So like Arizona equivalent.
Yeah, sort of Asian version of Arizona. Like anyway, we are in Champ Select, and I will probably never cast again. This is so absurdly
this is Got
frustrating.
Milk's final night of casting, people.
So
the milk cast is dead after tonight because this is the most frustrating thing that either of us has ever experienced.
Yeah. I'm gonna personally. I'm gonna walk to Riot's offices and shout at them for having such a
I'm not that far.
experience.
I'll drive down there this weekend. Tell them what's up.
Mm-hmm. I think you really should.
It makes me wonder how hard can Adobe. All right, Adobe Air is supposed to be an easy development platform, and yet we have to deal with all of this nonsense. Mm-hmm. Like, wasn't the whole purpose of using Adobe Air so that this shit didn't happen because people who were slightly less experienced at coding could get something that would work on any platform together very easily? Mm-hmm. Wasn't that the dream, man?
Yeah. Go make your green tea, dude. You need to be calm too. It looks like you're getting a little bit heated.
I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about how incredibly bad this client is. Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, wow. All right. I'm heating up water. Tell me about these picks and bans.
Yep. Alrighty then. Looks like we are finally underway. I'm going to... Oh, okay. For those of you, I mean, this is like, obviously we have this post now on the actual Reddit subreddit. Usually this in-house kind of cast game type thing. Simply being organized through the in-game PvP.net Reddit channel, which you can join by clicking this button and clicking Reddit. Anyway, a lot of the games so far have just been games with, you know, some of the familiar faces from that channel. Shreve is one of them, and a very good player of Riven. So I think it was yesterday I coined the term Shriven for Shreve's Riven, and we are going to see her playing that probably, I'd say, up top lane. Theory of None, I think, had a Gragas pick earlier, so that was I believe the game that didn't get started, I think because of the DC. So we'll see Theory of None finally getting to play his Gragas. Although I don't know, actually, maybe that game did get played.
I'm so sad. I really wanted that to be a Yi pick.
Really? I don't know.
I really like Master Yi. Mm-hmm. It's something that I don't care who tells me otherwise. He's gonna be one of my favorite champions forever.
I think he's deceptively a deceptively complex champ, and sort of setting up your jungle routes to get that double strike, then going in for lane and hitting them with like 200 damage burst on your alpha
Yeah.
strike and auto attack with Ouija style active is very strong. So I think he is maybe a bit underrated. People, he's sort of like he's the champion that everyone is sick of playing against at early levels. I swear, if you pick Eve, I will end you.
What?
I was actually, I have my hands firmly grasped around the edge. But the Eve picks, followed by the active game was not found. Bugs. This client, this effing underscore 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 client is just so frustrating right now.
Dude,
Pre
I,
Hecarim
I, I
patch,
feel
it
you.
was so easy to cast, and there are all these bugs popping up. Like, why is Varus here? Varus isn't even released. Why is this active game not error stuff coming up?
Why is this active game not error?
Yeah, I'm so frustrated. I can't even form a coherent sentence. So Freedom Piece does pick up Vayne, and I guess that puts Bad Milk. I think that was a random. Is Bad Milk AFK or just
Apparently the people in game are currently
people in game are currently what?
they're forming a small lynch mob to come find you.
Find me.
That's just what I hear, man. I'm just running up the chain of command. We got a French Revolution on our hands.
Ah,
They're
Jesus.
prepping the guillotine.
Let him eat cake. That's what I have to say. I don't know about Bad Milk. Bad Milk, I think, was the one that Blue Team was kind of counting on to carry them because he is, I believe, their highest elo player. He did just change his
Hey,
summoner spell, so he's not AFK. But I don't
no,
know.
no.
It looked to me like that was a random. We might see maybe a support Gangplank coming out.
This is
Uh,
this should be interesting. No, hmm. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I believe it'll probably be solo top
so,
AP Scion.
yeah, solo mid Gragas, solo top Scion. No, both Gragas and Scion have their own unique advantages when played solo top. Gragas, of course, has that very good sustain and tankiness. The sustain is from his. Oh, but Bad Milk actually picking up heal. Looks like that might be a support play. We do see maybe
Support. Well, I don't know how I
could
feel
be
about that.
support
That book was supposed
Lux
to be the.
and support Scion. And it looks like the game has now started. So the delay is in effect. Everything you see now is what we are going to see in game. So it looks like it could be solo top GP, solo mid Gragas, support Scion. I don't think that was the right move from Blue Team. Obviously, I don't know if that was a random Scion pick or not, but you have to, kind of make make lemonade out of lemons in this sort of situation. Gangplank has a lot of zero CS utility with his slow
Mhm.
passive, which applies on Parley. He does actually have a lot of, that the cooldown on Parley is very low, so you can get a lot of harass out from those brushes as long as you put a pink ward down and remove their brush. Their
Mhm.
ward from that brush. It can be quite effective, and of course he also has that E, and especially against Ashe. Now that I think about it, support Gangplank would be perfect because you can sort of act as the tank, sit at the very front of your team, even though you're the tank, and soak up that Ashe arrow, and then immediately just trollolol, eat some oranges, and walk away. Instead, they put a
Mhm.
support Scion down there, which isn't really the smartest. It's not the most viable support, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And the other nice thing that I really like about support Gangplank against sustain lanes, he's one of the few champs who synergizes very well with the item Executioner's Calling. For those of you who
Yeah.
don't know, it gives you both lifesteal and crit chance, and an item active that is pretty much the healing debuff on Ignite, and that item active has something like a 40% uptime, I want to say. So it will really
Mhm.
cut in half the amount of sustain that a Alistair, Sona, Soraka can give the carry. So I actually think support Gangplank is a situational pick. Support
Yeah.
Scion only really offering that
Stun.
stun if he doesn't get
I
any
mean,
farmer kills.
if you don't know, his ult also heals allies in the area. So as long as he's auto attacking with that ult, he will sustain his team somewhat.
But the
It's
problem is if you don't have any CS, I mean, you can't really auto attack in a team fight safely.
yeah. So you just kind of you wander off. You find some creeps. You hit those to heal your team while your stun is down.
I will say, by the way, it is very good for Dragon.
It is true.
Yeah. So anyway, we do see. I think what will likely be Gangplank top against Riven. I think Riven wins that matchup.
Oh, it's the Shreve Riven.
It's the Shriven.
Yet again.
Shriven. We do see the jungle Twitch, which is an interesting pick and is very reliant on those kind of early ganks. That is the low elo player. I think he said he's sitting at around 900 elo, so we'll see how he can kind of hold up. And it looks like what could be an Ashe Lux lane with Vlad mid, or maybe a support Vlad.
That would be a lot of CC. As soon as they hit 6, they
Ashe
put
Lux,
down that Ashe arrow, then binding, then the slow. I mean, that's going to be a lot of damage. And I don't know how well Sion's going to do that. Sion's stun, not exactly the longest range stun in the game. I don't know how its range compares to the Ashe auto attack, but I think her auto attack might even be a little bit further than that.
Okay. Well, yet another bug on my side here. Thankfully, it is just the bug that means I can't see the champion select. I mean, sorry, the loading screen. So that will be fixed when I finally get in game. However, if you want to go over anything I missed, summoner spells maybe, lane matchups.
Vayne running a very safe summoner setup with Cleanse Flash. Gragas running typical Flash Ignite. Nocturne's got Exhaust to help out his gank potential. Riven running Flash Ignite instead of, I've seen Shreve run a decent amount of Heal Ignite too, so I guess she really wants to, I guess, a little bit of added safety. A little bit scared of those Nocturne ganks. You got to be able to flash out of that fear. Vlad running Heal Flash, so he'll be extremely safe in lane. Ashe is going to be running Flash Exhaust. I mean, that's decent. And Twitch, you know, with those strong ganks, is also going to be running Ignite as the secondary summoners. Of course, the jungle Twitch with 22 ELO, or not 22 ELO. That would be tragic.
That'd be pretty low.
No, 22 ping. It's got to be somewhere down there near Cali. I don't know where.
All right, and I am finally up in the game. I'm just gonna double check my video settings and set it to borderless. I don't know what the deal is. This is always resetting on me. If anyone has any suggestions, be sure to add me on Got Milk and tell me what I'm doing wrong. We don't see support masteries on either team. Both teams starting with 2.3k gold instead of 2.4.
I speak more English than this guy's not from Argentina. What the hell? A little bit of a joke. They're saying that they're turning it into an ARAM.
You know, at this point, I would not even care if it was an ARAM. This is just the most frustrating, attempt to cast one of these in-house games.
Oh shit! This might actually be an ARAM.
Hitting me is like boxing the shadows. Are they gonna turn this into an ARAM? Are they really going to turn this into an ARAM?
Oh shit! It's an ARAM. We have an ARAM, people. This is happening. Oh wait, no, ping and blue, maybe.
Man, if this is an ARAM, you can't do those jungle buffs. I don't know. Could be some lighthearted Reddit in-house trolling.
Yeah, I think blue team is committing to this a little hard.
Riven is heading up top lane. Blue team thinks it's an ARAM. Purple team does not think it's an ARAM. If this turns into a normal game, we are going to see a little bit of a disadvantage for blue team, whose jungler is not actually. What is only? Oh my god! What is even going on in this game? Lots of swear words coming out. Also, blue team committed to this ARAM. Shreve is up top, sitting in that brush. Twitch is getting blue.
Oh god!
Nocturne is now getting blue.
Blue team is winning the ARAM currently.
This is the biggest cluster cluck I've ever seen. Cluster cluck, by the way, in case you're not familiar, I believe it's from the movie Fantastic Mr. Fox. And since I really have nothing to cast right now because everyone is trolling me, including Mark Merrill and all the other...
No, alright, it's a support Vladimir. Did not think that was something we would see.
Honestly, my life is just one big troll kind of like troll reunion right now. People are just coming out of the woodwork to troll me in new and exciting ways.
So blue team starting themselves with a little bit of a handicap, being very sporting. Purple, kind of dickishly. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
By the way, we did see Twitch counter jungling the Nocturne.
Yeah, man.
Nocturne was forced to solo his blue, whereas Twitch did get a leash. Oh, and this could be dangerous. Charlotte going stealth. Cereals doesn't understand that you have to look at the minimap to see if your camps are cleared. By the way, for the people watching, only when all the camps of a jungle camp are gone. Oh, lots of damage coming in. Thank you very much. And I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. Did Cobham land his Q or his E?
I believe he landed his Q.
And Caffeine, no, not Caffeine, Theory of None, not getting a point into his escape. Not the kind of thing you want to do. By the way, lots of damage coming down.
The flash in from Ash.
Oh, baiting the flash from Ferdosi. That heal. But Gragas not really doing the right thing here. Didn't get a point into his E ability, which is...
No escape.
Yeah, no escape. And against a jungle Twitch, a jungle Shaco, a jungle maybe even Lee Sin, any of those hard ganking early game junglers, that's not what you want to do. Nocturne is only level 3, but he is deciding to go in for that red buff. Nicely pulls into the brush. Probably going to get this uncontested. Twitch is not really in a position to stop it, and might also be going for his kind of farm path, which is wolves, wraiths, golems, and then a red.
Shreve just a monster up top, pushed real hard. Look at to dive just a little bit. Even looks like the ignite will probably pick up.
Oh, but Shreve taking up too much damage. The ignite does go down on a gangplank. Was not able to do anything about it. However, Shreve likely to maybe go down here. The Q connects from Nocturne. This is almost certainly going to be a kill. However, lots of mobility, but no, it's not enough. I was going to say, if she could get that reset on the Q, although she did start with Cloth 5, whereas Nocturne, also had Cloth 5, but he did have that Duskbringer Q, which gives him a movement speed active. Lots of damage going down on a Jamal Sun bot lane. Heal is down. Twitch is
somebody
around.
Dropped a green ward mid.
Green ward? That's funny.
Yep.
Look at Twitch though right now. Vayne has just...
Twitch has popped out. Vayne able to pick up Ash.
Oh, Ash goes down. Very bad positioning from Ferdosi. Gets stunned into the wall. Lots of burst damage coming off that Vayne, who, if we check, only 1 point in E, not maxing E first. Lots of Vaynes. I think we did actually see a low elo unranked player in a previous ranked game carry very hard, and her Vayne build was maxing that E. She got a number of nice connects, which deal a significant amount of burst damage if maxed, and if you get that hit in the wall. We do see a lot of damage going down onto Vladimir bot, but it's not enough. Obviously,
Nocturne's getting traced by this Twitch.
Yep. Oh wow, and Lux knows this. Could turn around. Oh wow, this is bad for Surreals. That jungle Twitch doing a crazy amount of work. And
that was really good play.
That was very good play.
Isn't he supposed to be the low elo player?
Yeah, I know. But then again, you know, I think I said it before in one of our earlier casts. Low elo players, it doesn't mean they're bad. It often just means they're different. And I had a jungle Twitch in my adventure down into low elo, where I dropped around 3800 elo at the moment. The Twitch run crit chance, 20% crit chance runes, which I find a little bit humorous. Shreve, lots of damage coming down. Twitch not even necessary for that kill. Riven just has that level advantage. GP got a little bit under.
Sion so mad. I'm telling Sion to do it for the fans. All those people out there watching Milkcast.
Yeah. Although it would be nice to get some, I'd say, some more serious games.
It would. I feel like tonight it might not happen, just owing to the general shittiness of the client.
Yep.
I'll be right back. I just remembered that I let some water to boil a while back.
Okay. See you. That was like an hour ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have had some more success in other games. Oh well. Will be interesting to see how this game plays out in team fights, though. I don't know if this support Sion's going to really do anything. Some nice burst, though, coming down on Jamal. Had that condemn, maybe, had that Vayne gone in a little earlier, a little bit earlier, that could have been a kill. Bad Milk actually making the most out of this situation. Jamalson getting very low on health. Lots of good stuff coming out. It looks like Jamalson is just kind of AFKing. I don't know if he's talking to someone or something, but he should really be using that transfusion to try and get his health back up. However, maybe he is going for the bait. I don't know. I think he's just AFK, but he does, in fact, have Summoner heal up. Anyway. Lux actually coming down for the gank bot lane. I don't think bot is in a position to do anything about this. Verdosi, level 6, but doesn't have arrow. That is very poor play from this bot lane. Very clearly trolling. I really don't like this attitude from either player. I mean, it's frustrating. What's the point in playing an in-house fight that's casted to, you know, an audience of people on stream if you're just gonna troll? Don't join these games if you just want to do this, guys. Come on. We had a lot more.
Well, who's currently trolling?
Everyone.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I feel like
I don't know. Either Ferdowsi is just the worst player in the world, or very clearly trying to lose the game. Koban took a lot of time to actually headbot. Oh, lots of damage, by the way, coming out on Nocturne at red buff. He's backing away, and he does get the kill with a Q, taking down just one auto attack away from dying to that red buff. Not a good game for him. 9 minutes into the game, he only has spot 5.
You're different, Twitch. You're getting teased a little bit there.
I think that was 3 minutes before, 3 minutes ago is when I said Twitch isn't so much bad as he is just different.
Yep.
So, Theory of
Everyone, I guess, listening to the cast as they play.
Yep. It's probably
I feel like that was massively confusing.
Yeah.
Tree looking to go in a little bit top lane again.
She has a 2-level advantage, and I think she's just going to get a couple of those QW combos. You know, EQW. Obviously, she doesn't have to deal with mana. She's a manaless caster. Top lane, Lux is spotted. However, who knows?
I don't feel like this game is necessarily won for either team yet, but there's a significant advantage already in the way of purple.
Yeah, they have about a 2k gold advantage, which I think is pretty much entirely because of this jungle Twitch doing just such a great job. Lots of damage going on to Shreve, who wants to get some damage on the turret. She doesn't realize this, but Nocturne is actually up top with double buff. Could be a successful gank here. The Nocturne ult goes down.
But I mean,
the fear goes off.
So mobile.
Yeah. However, Shreve is forced to plant. It looks like they might go for the dive here. Wow, so much damage coming down. Oh, wow, but a very nice spell shield from Nocturne blocks that ulti and lets him live with enough time.
Tanking one more turret shot,
which I think would have maybe killed that gangplank. Twitch is coming up in stealth mode, not going to be picked up by that gangplank. Does actually have a BF sword, so nicely done from Riven to turn that around. However, a little bit unlucky also on the part of Twitch using that ulti to farm, very common tactic.
That level 6 Ash, man.
Relatively short cooldown. But at any rate, a little bit unlucky on the point of Gangplank because the buffs, I believe Nocturne was killed after after Riven died, right? So yes. the buffs weren't transferred to Riven from Nocturne and then again to Gangplank. We see a lot of damage going down onto Koban from that support Sion. It looks like he's gonna build a couple Doran's rings now to kind of just make the most of this support Sion. We do see Ash going very low down bot. Able to pick up the arrow. Freedom Piece uses the cleanse a little late, but easily gonna pick up that kill. A little bit of misplay here from Freedom Piece. Did take a turret shot. Was very late on that cleanse, and I think the reason she took that turret shot is she misused her tumbled into the turret instead of maybe, perpendicular. Lots of damage going onto Gangplank up top. I can kind of see Riven jumping around up there. And as I was mentioning earlier, she is a manaless caster, so she doesn't really need to deal with, mana, only cooldowns. So she's just going to want to keep spamming that ulti. It is on a 75-second cooldown. and just using it to poke down this Gangplank, who unfortunately doesn't actually have any sustain at the moment. So any damage dealt is going to have to be healed up with health pots or oranges. So Gangplank getting turret dived a little bit here. Lots of damage coming up on street. She is in the dominant
Game
position.
is starting to even out a little bit. Even though Twitch has 3 kills for purple, Ash is 0 and 3, and Freedom Piece picked up all 3 of those kills, and is also leading the farm. So
yeah.
Twitch already with a BF sword though, and a ping going down on Riven. Nocturne looking like he wants to come down lane yet again, and here it goes. Riven Flash is down. So
Yeah, I really that by the way is what that's what they wanted to do earlier with that gank. Gangplank very nicely baiting out the Riven.
A lot of damage down bot, but that troll pool so strong.
Yeah.
Green Base chasing, but not able to pick up the
Oh,
kill.
but now
and here
Twitch is
comes Twitch.
behind. Gonna get that
Cyan
frame spray off. Cyan using that stun, but Ash.
Sponge picks her up.
Yeah, oh, very nicely done. Ash also lands the arrow onto Sion. Unfortunate for that bot lane. I think they just overcommitted onto the support lad, who had his troll pool and his heal. Anyway, as I was saying up top, what Josh the person did up top was that, of course, Shreve on Riven has that Q, which is her escape. However, if you go in on the Gangplank, you don't have that Q available to use in his escape. You only have E. So last gank wasn't as successful and had to turn into a turret dive because the Nocturne ulti went off while Riven still had her Q up and was just able to kind of use those 3 dashes and her E to cover a lot of distance and make her way safely back.
Well, she also flashed. She was able to flash the fear.
Right, but no, she didn't flash the fear. The fear still went off, but it went off in the brush. No, but what I'm saying is this time around, Nocturne waited. By the way, lots of damage coming off. Yeah, probably gonna be a kill with that ulti. Yeah, there it is. Riven in just a very dominant position in lane.
What time signature are you at?
I'm at 14:55. So I think
I'm
a
like
couple
4 or 5 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, that's fine. So just
Which
call
would have
out.
been nice in any other game. Bot.
Yeah, it does look like Ash is caught a little bit. Nocturne is also there. A stun from Sion goes out, and that is going to be a kill. Blue team looks like they might be in a position to maybe take Dragon. However, Bad Milk has not put a single point into either his E or R, instead deciding to go just entirely for that burst damage. Wow, though, this Nocturne. Riven taking the turret up top. Nocturne just, these guys, they have a pink ward in that brush. Unfortunately, on the spectator mode, we can't see how long it takes to put him down. I don't know why that Nocturne chased. I don't know if that's a fresh pink ward or not. Maybe just put down by Sion.
What information were you looking for?
There's a pink ward in the brush above Dragon, and on the spectator mode, we can't see how long wards have been placed down.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. Okay.
Click on it, and it'll say look at Magical Sight, and
okay, yeah. It doesn't say the seconds, but it has the counter. So I don't know. It looks like maybe Gragas put that down.
Gragas put it down probably within the last minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, so that at 1/3 it's 180 seconds. So a third of 180 is exactly 60 seconds. That means it probably was down there for the gank, especially since Gragas wasn't around. So I don't know what that Nocturne was doing going in when he knew Twitch was around.
Nocturne going in on flash, able to spell shield, but she flashes out of the fear and is able to get away.
So good job from Nocturne trading the ulti for but a nice stun. Twitch is in range, gets the red buff. I think Koban should have chased that. A nice pink ward, however, from the Gragas, scares away that.
Theory of none.
Yeah. So now it looks like purple team might want to go for Dragon. I think he might know there's a pink ward in that brush now. But if they hug sort of the bottom side, I don't know if blue team is going to be able to spot that. They don't have any vision on Dragon itself. Just kind of the area around it. Lots of damage going down on a Koban, which I missed. I think that was probably just a successful Gragas ulti, knocking her back into Gangplank, who was
GP
there.
able to do some decent damage, yeah.
Yeah, and Gangplank also able to pick up the double buff of that, especially because Gangplank's Q procs on hits. You see red buff is very strong. So it is a little unfortunate he wasn't able to get that in that failed Nocturne power dive earlier on. However, we'll see if he's able to use these double buffs to maybe swing things back in her favor.
One more time.
Ash just really not having a good game. I don't think he's really taking this game seriously. We did see a gank earlier where Koban nicely positioned behind and Ferdosi just sat there at level 6, not leveling up any skills. She had that Ash arrow and it could have been a free kill, but didn't decide to take it. So I don't know, maybe just not really taking this game so seriously. Looks like bot lane, red team. Looks like that new voice announcement is kind of tailored to the colorblind mode, which maybe I might want to enable. At any rate,
checking out Vision currently, there's a lot of pink wards on the map just to deal with Twitch.
From blue team.
The two actually from Gragas just fading now, but purple
we have
only
two
has
of them bot lane, one of them mid lane, and then just a green ward up top. Gangplank should actually, I just noticed that he had no vision on Twitch or Riven or Lux, so I think he knew something was coming. It was just unfortunately a little bit too late for him up there. So a nice 3-person gank. However, Bad Milk running in with the mobility boots. I think Koban didn't use the ulti in that engage, so maybe Bad Milk just a little bit concerned about that burst. However, Twitch is coming in.
They see this Nocturne.
They do see the Nocturne. Scion is there. And Twitch very, very, very patiently waiting. Didn't want to get involved in that fight just then.
But they have to know he's there, or at least suspect, right?
I don't know. It looks like he might maybe go for the steal. Wow, that Gragas barrel actually taking Twitch down to half health. They're going in on Koban now. A nice ulti from Therian of None over the wall, able to pick her up. Sion with those mobility boots, able to perfectly set that up, getting the stun. Oh, and no one from blue team able to follow up that nice stun. Support Gragas.
But even so, it looks like they're posturing for a dragon here. Twitch and GP fighting out in the forest.
Yeah. Oh, but he does have that Black Weaver. I don't know who's going to win this exchange. I think it's going to go in favor of Gangplank, who has the Ignite down. Very nicely done from Gangplank. Not deciding to run away from that red buff Twitch. With the, of course, it's not Expunge, it is his W. Debilitating poison would have slowed that Gangplank down to a halt, and I don't think he would have be able to run away.
And meanwhile, Blue was able to pick up Dragon, and we're at a tied ball game, folks. There's 100 gold separating these teams.
Yep, they were able to even it up a little bit. A lot of work going down from that jungle Twitch, however. I think Ash just not really taking this game seriously, falling very far behind. 0-5.
I wouldn't say that Ash wasn't necessarily taking the game seriously. She just, at some... Alright, maybe not.
No, it's like...
that arrow just kind of completely...
I think we are going to have an inaugural ban list for these Reddit in-house 5s, and Ferdosi is going to be #1 on that ban list. Hate to say it. But no. So Gangplank, as I was saying, actually in that fight, very intelligently deciding to fight the Twitch. I believe he had 3 Doran's blades and that Wriggles for a total of 24% lifesteal. I think maybe he just sold the Doran's, or I miscounted and instead it was a ward or something. He did now pick up a phage. Might want to go for that Trinity Force. Although I don't know about that. You might kind of want to tank a couple of them. Oh, but Shreve catching the Vayne, missing the W. A little bit of misplay here. However, she might
flash
still...
in, diving.
Wow, very nice on there. However, wow, great play from Vayne. Splashing out, oh, but unfortunately tumbling back onto that Q, that E from Lux, was however able to flash the ulti, very good reaction time. Wow, and a little bit of lag on my screen, but we did see a very nice Gragas ult hitting all 3 of them. Looks like Shreve has her Q back up now, and is going to make it out safe. Lux just barely nicks that Nocturne, stopping any possibility of a chase. Very well played from both teams, and yeah, I mean, a great Gragas ult, a great flash from Vayne, very impressive play. I think got a little bit unlucky. Lots of threats in that fight that she had to be. It was like a minefield she was trying to dodge, and then just unluckily went back in onto that Lux E. But still, very impressive dodge on that laser. And is that laser already back off cooldown?
Yeah.
It is. Wow, that is a 45-second. Okay, so I guess that team fight was a bit longer than I thought it would be. Ash still trolling. Really sad. Oh well. Yeah. I think, even though Ash is trolling, I mean, I think that this win would definitely be in the, a straight-out victory for Purple Team if Ash was taking the game seriously. Vayne, of course, doing quite a lot of work in these team fights. nicely dodging that binding. But we'll see. This is practically a 4v5 between Lux. In fact, even just a 3v5.
I know
Vladimir
is doing nothing.
This is frustrating. I feel really bad.
But he is out CSing the Ashe.
Koban making the best of the situation by managing to throw out that Lux Laugh. Obviously one of the more broken skills in the game.
I once played against a Lux who did nothing but spam Laugh the entire lane.
It is very frustrating, isn't it?
It's just super annoying.
Twitch,
and there's nothing you...
Twitch looks like he's maybe going for a fight here. As we saw earlier, he is mirroring that Nocturne. Might wait for him to use his Duskbringer on a creep, on a jungle camp. But no, instead, just backing off, because Nocturne did, of course, go between those two turrets. Remarkably close game for a 3v5, though, I want to say. I want to congratulate the Lux, the Twitch, and the Riven, especially this Twitch, who's done a very good job of staying alive, positioning well, not getting greedy for those kills. You know, a lot of the time you see a Twitch just being like, oh, I want to get a kill. Instead, he's being very patient. Oh, and the... Wow, so interesting thing
I think
to note
the Condemn just didn't quite get him into the wall, and so he was able to run away.
Yeah, but interesting thing to note there, the Lux's ulti, along with Ezreal's ulti, is not actually it's not actually channel. Oh, but they find the Twitch. That's almost certainly going to be a kill. The fear goes off, and that is the kill. I
feel so bad for Shreve.
Yeah, I feel bad for Twitch, honestly. He is lower elo, and he had this chance to play against 1700 elo players, and instead just gets trolled by his teammates.
And not that, but he was playing well too.
Yeah, very well. But I did want to say Lux's ulti is not actually past channel. It has that 1 second animation, but it can't be cancelled. So that Gragas ulti knocked her back, but it didn't cancel the ulti. Although it didn't seem like it connected onto the Vayne, which could have actually been a kill for Koban.
It's very similar to Caitlyn's ulti in that way, because
no,
you just can't stop. No, there's Caitlyn's ulti isn't a channel either; it's an animation.
No.
Within the last within the last second of Caitlyn animation, you can't stop it.
Right. Once the bullet leaves the barrel, I guess. But no, you can.
No, even pre bullet leaving barrel, there's an amount of animation time in which it cannot be stopped.
Okay.
I tried to taunt to save my friend on Chen, and I watched as the taunt animation hits, she stands up, and then the bullet leaves anyway. I'm like, oh, that was cool.
Interesting.
Did you just get a graphical glitch on Gragas Barrel?
Yep. I mean, this game is just chock full of graphical glitches. Oh, actually, Lux could be taking out Vayne. She has that. If we do the math here, we have 400 plus 231. That's 600.
Shreve going in. She wants blood.
It really does. Unfortunately, it looks like a nice... Bad Milk actually doing a very good job of support Sion. Very good stuns this game. But anyway, Lux's ulti will actually proc the passive. So if she hits a Q or an E and then fires the ulti, she doesn't have to auto attack to get that unlock that damage from the passive. So 150 plus 630 is around 800. Oh, and very unlucky. I think nicely done from Shreve to pick up the kill. However, Shreve's Q, Riven's Q on that knockback was actually responsible for kicking Gragas. It is a knockback on that third proc of the Q. It knocked the Gragas out of the way of the Lux ulti. We actually see a gold lead and a kill lead for the first time, I believe, in favor of Purple Team. I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything about this. If they're going to continue this lead. We do see Lux picking up blue.
It's anyone's game.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, it's anyone's game.
Yeah.
Vlad looking to pick up a Rylai's going forward. I mean, he hasn't died.
Yeah. Wow, lots of damage. I think Bad Milk maybe getting a... Oh, and the binding connects through the wall, through a minion. Unfortunately, Lux is... oh, wow, and a nice quick E from Koban picks up the Vayne, who got just a little bit overzealous, fought both the Riven and the Lux in a mini-wave. Oh, and lots of damage going into Shreve, but the turret goes down too quickly. One thing to note also about Lux is that Q has a reduced effect if it hits a first target. It did clip a minion, and before hitting Bad Milk here. So I think that's responsible for him getting away. It deals less damage and I believe a lower duration.
Yeah, it's half duration, half damage.
And a little bug, I think. It looks like Purple Team, by the way, is going to be able to pick up that. Wow, Twitch actually finds Gangplank on the other side of the wall, and able to get the kill. I don't think he's going to be able to save the way, and unfortunately, Oban misses the Q of the wall. Riven going in on the Nocturne, gets a nice stun.
Oh, a nice Ash arrow.
Ash
picks
finally
up
joining her team and getting an arrow out. Looks like Ferdowsi maybe doesn't want to get banned on the in-house games after all, and decides to, in fact, like Jamal-san flashing into a W to try and get that slow. However, Therazon, quick thinking, decides to just flash and E away, making it out safely. Smart play from Jamal-san, but unfortunately Gragas just too...
what is happening in this game?
Theory of None, actually, this is a reference to the excellent game Tribes Ascend, which I believe he heard me talking about on stream, or maybe playing on stream. I believe I was playing it on stream the other day. And VGS, it has a sort of like a taunt kind of like you know, voice message thing, where you bring you click V to bring up voice, G is global, and S is Shazbot. So Shazbot obviously a sort of outdated kind of curse word. So it's just funny to see VGS.
Luck's picking up a Soul Stealer. This game has gone full troll.
This is without a doubt the trolliest in-house game we've seen so far. Although who knows? Ferdowsi back in the mix, landed a nice Ash arrow on the Sion, which was able to pick a kill. Still only 80 CS and 2 Duran's rings. Apparently.
Well, she's transitioned into support ass.
Support ass? Dat ass?
Alright, sorry, support Ash.
Ash, yeah, no. We do see mid turret at only 3 health. Only 1 turret picked up for Purple Team. We see Riven, by the way, with that fully stacked Bloodthirster and a Guardian Angel, so very scary. Has about, I think, 1,200 gold. Might want to maybe go for Legend Spirit. Oh, Twitch getting hit.
Big throw.
And he's trying desperately to get that stealth going, but no, not in time. Blue Team might be in a position to pick up Baron now. They have that support Sion does have his ulti, only level 1 and only 2 points in rage. So maybe not as fast as I thought. With E giving him a AD steroid, his ulti giving him an AS and lifesteal steroid. But no, it looks like they are not going to go for that 4v5.
Looks like they're gonna at least like check it out.
Yeah, no Oracle's being picked up though for either team, which I find surprising because you are against that Twitch.
I mean, let's be honest here. There hasn't exactly been a lot of warding in this game.
That is true.
But like for example, the only 2 wards on the map are both from blue, and they were both just put down.
Yeah.
In fact, they're just Wriggles wards.
Yeah. If I don't know, if both teams aren't careful, I mean, this is sort of, you know, Purple Team has no real AD carry, Blue Team has no real support, although that single target stun is
I disagree.
Nice.
They have Twitch.
Oh, yeah, of course. What am I talking about? And he does have a Frozen Mallet and a Black Cleaver, so no crit damage coming out. Crit damage, of course, is the real, you know, the real meat, I guess you can say, of what an AD carry...
But like you said, this Twitch is a little different.
That is very true. A little different. Not bad, just different. Oh, and a nice E scouts that brush out. They might, if they're not careful, they might see maybe Sion down bot. Sion's probably going to want to rejoin the rest of his team. Has picked up that needlessly large rod. Bad Milk, actually picking up quite a lot of farm for support. Not as much as the Vladimir.
I mean, he does have triple gold per 10.
Yeah. If we look at the gold, by the way, which I keep meaning to do, we do see 7k on Sion and 7.7k on Vlad. In terms of the top lanes, we see 9.9k. Stop me if there's any action, by the way. 9.9k on Riven.
It's been destroyed.
That's
I like these new voices, man.
Yeah, definitely. 9.9k gold on the Riven up top against 8.1k for GP, so a 1.8k advantage for that Riven. In the 2 jungles, we have Nocturne 7.6k, Twitch 8.5k, so about a 900 gold on the Twitch. Lux has 9.3k to Gragas' 7.7k. And then, of course, Vayne trouncing that Ashe with a 2k gold lead. So, all in all, a slight advantage in favor of purple, but really pretty mixed. Riven definitely, Shreeve on Riven definitely the the most farmed, most fed person. Picks up that Oracle's for her team, picks up a Phage. Looks like she isn't building Last Whisper for damage. Instead, looks like she will be picking up that probably that Phage is going to go into a Frozen Mallet.
Blue looks like they want to take this Baron.
Oh wow, Blue actually starting it. Maybe they saw the Riven go back. Riven, gotta be careful to make her way over there. Does she have
Purple has no
Flash?
vision. This could be a free Baron.
Yeah. Wow, and Ash's bot trolling still 32 minutes into the game. However, Riven is going to come around and find them. But I think it's going to be too little too late. And there is no Lux Laser to scout it out. That is a free Baron.
Riven, of course, the first person in. No, Riven and Gragas both now sporting Oracles.
Yep. Ash is still bot. A ping from Purple goes down on Ash saying, probably saying, please stop trolling. We have a chance to win this.
I mean, they're not out of it yet, that's for sure.
Yeah. Although usually what we see in these in-houses is a lot of the time, that Baron just means the team doesn't group up and they just get picked off 4v5 and turrets get pushed down. Shreeve going in on Nocturne. However, a little bit of trouble there and just barely breaking the barrier. A very nice bind in turret range onto the Nocturne. The advantage of Baron buff, of course, is that you do get a lot of regen. Purple team has been spotted up top with that Twitch up top, which is going to give the blue team a free dragon. Level 2 ulti on Sion, I think was just used to clear Baron, so it's not going to be up to take this dragon down quickly. However, it is going to be uncontested. Gangplank with a sort of a strange build. It looks like he's going for Frozen Mallet, which is intelligent, I think.
It seems like he just dilly-dallied. He didn't really pick anything.
Yeah, he got that Hex
He didn't grab a Frozen Mallet. He didn't go for the straight Maw.
He got that Hex Drinker, I guess, maybe for the Vlad ulti, which is sort of like a, Hex Drinker is a good option against that, but it doesn't do anything against the physical damage provided by the Riven ult.
I just want to point out that we are 35 minutes into this game.
Yeah, I was just about to say, this game is taking a lot longer to conclude than I thought it would. It started with the all random all mid. Mid-game we saw a complete troll Ash just throwing arrows off in every direction, and now it seems that teams are a little bit more mid. However, Nocturne is heading down bot lane, gets the ulti. Oh, but Ash is out of range. How embarrassing for Surreals.
Oh no. But
Gangplank is almost
like
certainly
GP
wants
to
that
pick him up, but no.
What?
Like,
they see Twitch top. That was a bad call from blue team to not kind of go in on that. Nothing to really be afraid of in that 3v2. They had the solo top, the jungle, kind of carry jungler, and Nocturne does a lot of damage, and the Bane. Lots of damage coming out of those three people on blue team. Could have easily picked up that kill. Sion just farming some waves, doing a nice job of that. He has now completed his death cap at 341 AP. That is a scary Sion. We'll see what he goes for next. Maybe going to build a Deathfire Grasp out of that Cage of Lucky Pick. And I think that this is sort of a mistake from blue team. They failed that engage with the Nocturne ulti. They failed that engage with the Gangplank Carly onto that Ashe. They're not really pushing using this Baron. They haven't got a single turret down. Haven't really gained anything that they didn't already have. Twitch waiting off in the wings over on the left. Personally, I want to see Twitch pick up a Oracles himself, because that way he can really... Right now, he doesn't know if there's a pink ward in that brush or not.
I'm still so impressed with just how well Shreeve has played this game. Like, every game we see her pick Riven, she just plays exceptionally.
Yeah. And it's sort of like, why don't people ban Blitz out against Sushi? Why don't people ban Riven against Shreeve? Oh, and lots of damage coming out on the Koban, but no real initiate coming out. Is your stream lagging, by the way? I mean, is your spec?
Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of lag right there.
Yeah, okay.
I think a lot of why they didn't go in there is just Noctoult is down. If they could have, I think they would have.
Yeah. Lots of damage coming out from the support side, though. Gangplank popping his ulti. Lots of damage going down onto that Nocturne, however. Vladimir ult not really picking up a whole lot. However, the Hex Drinker saves that Gangplank. Bad Milk. Riven using her ulti on Vayne to try and pick her up. Does in fact pick her up. Lots of damage coming onto the Vladimir and the Lux.
Wow, Purple really turning this game around.
Really?
Oh, here comes Bad Milk.
Oh, Bad Milk. Very nicely done. Oh, and the Troll Pool blocks that Q. Very good reaction time from from all to be able to block that Q, which surely would have taken him. Bad Milk sitting at around.
It's amazing that Purple pulling through this 4v5, just trying.
Did you keep track of that Ash arrow?
You know, I didn't see the Ash arrow.
I didn't see. I figured maybe she just sent it off backwards or something really cool, but I didn't see.
I don't think the Ash arrow was part of this fight.
It went on cooldown during the fight. I just didn't really see it hit anything.
You know, it might have been when they picked up Nocturne at the start of the fight.
That is very true. He got very low, very fast. Shreve managing to balance the Q and the auto attacks perfectly to really maximize her total damage output.
Bad Milk, just a little butthurt.
A little butthurt. You know, I don't blame him. Being forced to play support Sion, I mean, I think Purple Team did troll harder, but still, it's not the kind of thing you really want to do in a game like this. And Bad Milk is, of course, very good job. Does a very good job at different roles. He's a good jungler. I think he's a jungle main. And
man, the skill cast.
Alright, so it looks like Baron will be respawning in about a minute 30, I want to say. Just gut instinct. Because we don't have chat, it is a little bit more difficult to time these buffs exactly. But I guess maybe you don't want to exactly time each buff.
Wait, what is Twitch doing, dude? What is Twitch doing?
Oh, a little bit of backdooring. This isn't backdooring at its fullest. Pinging the back from Theory of None. I think they're saying like, oh shit guys, we just lost a free inhibitor. Sion's running down with his mobility boost, but it's not going to be quick enough. Very well played from Twitch. Thanks for calling that out. This rat is really trying, man. Well, I don't blame him at all. And now Blue Team doing the right thing. Engaging, however, just that AoE damage from Vladimir and Lux. There's the Ash arrow picking up Bad Milk. First kill of the game for Ash. That was a 4 for O exchange, a 5 for O exchange, and Ace, a double kill for the Twitch. Very, I think, a very good decision.
Poor Bad Milk, dude.
Yeah, and there's the surrender vote, so that is going to be a GG. We are going to, I think, see some fans towards the
Alright, yeah, no, the Ash is banned.
Yeah.
That's just GG, Ash. For the Dowsy, you showed your stuff. And it was just wrong, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
Real troll?
But you're out.
You're out. So, overall, a frustrating game to cast.
I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Yeah?
I enjoyed watching that game.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
For what it was, that was
a
fair game.
I mean, and that's really what frustrates me about it, is that it could have been so much more interesting. I think if we saw a lot of good play from the Twitch did very well, the Vayne did very well, Shreve on Riven, always a pleasure to watch. Lux, Koban, I don't really think able to stack that Mage Eyes up so high, but very nice skill shots coming out and things like that. And it's just so frustrating that people would spend 40 minutes of their life trying to make it as miserable of an experience for everyone, especially considering I got trolled by Riot at the start of this game too.
You did.
You have to keep that in mind. That is
Bad Milk's so mad.
Yeah, I don't blame him. So all in all, interesting to watch. I think I'm going to stop casting and maybe get something to eat. I'm going to get dinner. However, maybe pick this stream back up in about a half hour. Thanks to the people who decided to kind of stick with the stream. That game took about a half hour to get started, but
I would say it was worth it. That was one of the more interesting games we've had recently.
Yeah, interesting in sort of the, in Mandarin and Chinese, interesting doesn't so much mean interesting. It means, interesting, if you kind of understand the subtle difference. Of course, on both levels, though, it was a kind of interesting meaning more quirky, weird, and then interesting just meaning plain old, good old Western, interesting to watch. So very nice plays from a select number of players in this game. I think I will be back to cast another game in maybe a half hour or so once I get some food in my belly.
Apparently, a lot of people are having issues reaching you currently.
Well, maybe because I'm on APS.
That's also a good point. I'll tell them about that.
Yeah, I probably should have updated that that stream info because I mean generally I am streaming from Got Milk. However, Riot super hardcore troll, so I was in fact streaming from my Smurf account, APS. And I bet that Got Milk accounts is still showing up as in a custom game for fucking like 100 minutes. Anyway, we shall check things out. I'm going to get some food. If you are interested in getting in one of these in-house games, go click this button here at the bottom right of your client, the channels button, so rarely used, and type in here REDDIT Reddit and listen for the update. And I'd say maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes because we are going to get some more games going later on. So I'm going to mute my stream. I'm just going to put in a little placeholder image for now, and I will see you guys later.